Hey, everybody. Hello, my friends. How are you today? It is a Monday and it is Monday's mindset. And today we want to talk about how to save yourself from being like overwhelmed and using this one strategy that we have available to us. How to, we are always busy. We don't have enough time. We have so much to do. But this one strategy that I'm about to talk about today will help you to organize yourself, do some planning, do some prioritizing, and to save yourself the overwhelm. You don't have to feel all bogged down and stressed out and so busy that you can't function. Okay, I understand. We're all entrepreneurs, and sometimes it gets really tight, and we're like, oh, we cringe because we need to employ this one strategy, and it will help us out tremendously. All right, today we're going to talk about that. So if you're going to be joining me live, let me know where you're joining from. And if you're going to be watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from because this strategy has helped me. I use it all the time since I've learned about it. I've always used it and it has helped me and it has helped so many. Help you to eliminate the overwhelm, get some work done, and get your activities done, and feel good, have some time to spend with family and friends. On the other, that's the flip side to it, right? That's a benefit. That's a great benefit right there. All right, so for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Yvette Garel, and I come to you live in this community every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday we talk about ourselves. We talk about personal development, mindset, motivation, inspiration, just all the things about us, because we need to be ready for this journey. We need to prepare ourselves to take on our business opportunity and to take it to the next level and to take those who want to come along with us as well. And so I'm here to help with social media strategies and tips, as well as how help you leverage those strategies, help you leverage those tips, use the tools just to take your business up to the next level online. And so I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I'm here to guide. I'm just a tour guide here, right here. All right, so let's dive into it. How to save yourself from being so overwhelmed with all the things you have to do and get yourself all worked up and burned out. If you employ this one strategy we're going to talk about, then that is going to be helping you out, make you more efficient, make you look like you're just super smart, super cool kid, right? Make you look good because now you have something that you can, that's a tool that you can work with, get yourself organized, get yourself all planned out, and just smooth sailing. Yes. So if you're joining me and you know what I'm talking about, hey, Miss Yvette, if you're a Facebook user, you just need to give StreamYard permission so I can see your face if you like. I can see who is Facebook user. So there's a link there that says give StreamYard permission. And so Facebook will, StreamYard will pick up your profile and show me who you are. But if you don't want to do that, then that's okay too. I understand. All right. Now, one tool, we're going to tell one tip, just one, this one strategy. All right. So most of you, if you're in business for a while, we have a lot of stuff to do, like a lot of little this to do. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We got the kids, we have the dogs, we got the cats, we have the chores, the laundry, the kid, the food, the meal planning. You got you got the husband, you got the wife, you got the you name it. You got it's like the car to the shop, all the things, because it's life, my friends. You're in business, but you have not, it's just you, and you have not separated piece of you to said, okay, piece of you, go over there and take care of that, and the other piece, stay over here and take care of this. It's one unit. Okay, it's one person, it's one, right? So you have to share your time. You have to share the time you have, the 24 hours in the day, the 60 minutes in the hour. You have to balance out that time to take care of all the things that you have to do. So here we come. So now you've taken on a business. Now you start your business online and you're so excited. But now you've got to do some things in order for your business to get it all started up, get it all settled in, get it and learn the new skills. List the upline is, guiding you, mentoring you along the way. You got to get people on your team. That's new tasks there and all of that. And then you have to be at the convention or the conferences. You got to be at training online and you name it. And but you nothing that you had in your before you started the business has gone anywhere. Still there, right? It's not been eliminated. It still exists. So now you have that alongside this. Now, we talk about balance. So we're not talking about balance today because people will tell you there's no balance. It's hard to balance it out, but you have to make it work. It's like this. You got to put them in between and intertwine and make some fit into some little slots and so on. So here we are with the same amount of time, and we have all this to do, all the things to do, all this work to do. So, this little strategy that we want to talk about today is we talked about our daily method of operation. Now, yes, sound like a big word with a big title behind all this, but it's very, very simple. He says your daily method of operation. All that is asking you to do is what do you have to do in a given day? Let's sit down and plan it out. Let's sit down and organize it. Let's sit down and put it in sequence or categories. Let's sit down and prioritize it. Let's sit down and see what you have. So you sit down and you do a brain dump of all the things. You wake up for your meditation and you go to the gym or you name it, all the things that you have to do. And most of us, we have a particular time we wake up in the morning and we have a particular time we go to bed at night. So there's your window. Yeah. So you set your window, right? And you have all the things that you have dumped over there on a piece of paper. You got to go through all the things. What is important there? What are your priorities there? Okay, so you bring the priorities over here. Okay, all right, that's number one. What are my non-negotiables over here? Okay, the doctor's appointment. Oh, I have to go to my doctor. My dentist appointment. Absolutely. My vacation time. Oh, yeah. My girls' night out, boys' night out. Some things that you're not gonna give them up. They're non-negotiables, right? Time with the family, dinner time, whatever that is, you bring them over here. Now, you bring them over here because now you wake up at 6 o'clock, you go to bed at 9 o'clock. You got a window of operation. That's your given day when you actually do the things. We're talking about a daily method of operation. How do you function throughout the day using the time you have and getting stuff done without feeling like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind, my head. You ever see that? I've ever done that? Well, I've done it before. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh my goodness, I got all this to do. And I remember. And I would scratch my head. I'd be like, and you're gonna miss something. Because if you don't have a system in place, you're gonna miss a lot. You're gonna some things that should have been done, and it's time and be like, oh my goodness, I forgot that one. That's what we're trying to avoid. But not only that, we're trying to avoid that, we're trying to use up to get things done within the time that we have without feeling that stress, without, we can't, some of us operate, we can't even step away. We don't have any time. It's a popular one. Oh, I don't have no time. My goodness, I need 24 more hours in the day. Well, I'm sorry. There's no more time in the day. There's no many. It's 24 hours in the day, and everybody has the same amount. So don't get me all don't be mad with me now because there's no more to get. Okay, so we've got to use that balance out. So we talk about a daily method of operation, which is just one strategy that we as entrepreneurs, business persons have employed, and it has worked out so well. We've got to know what we have to do, and we have got to know the time we have so we can slice it up and make everything fit in. Have you ever seen people laying building blocks? every child grow up and have that game, the building block. Yeah, you build them, and you got to fit in the little pieces, and make it set up and so that it stays together. Because if you don't put them right, if you don't fit them correctly, then it's gonna fall over. This is the same thing. It's like if you don't set your day right, get the things in order, get your things prioritized, then at the end of the day, it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, did I do anything today? I feel like I didn't accomplish anything today. Yeah, that's your box falling over. All right. So we know what we have to do. All of us know what we got to do. Sometimes we don't know we have so much to do, and we forget some things, but we need to write stuff down. And a good habit to perform is the night before, make your little list, make your little list of like some things that you can, those things have to get done. But let's see how we're going to build out this daily method of operation. As I said, for everybody, it's going to be different. Okay. For me, mine is going to start at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. When I wake up and I do my morning meditation, say my prayers, read my, scripture, and just spend some time with the Lord. Okay. Yeah. And at the same time, I'm going to drink me my bottle of water, my 16 ounces of water. Okay. First thing in the morning. Yes. And I'm going to give thanks, and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to be like, okay. Then go on to get myself freshed up my face, maybe brush my teeth, and maybe check up on the hubby, and, all that little family stuff. And yeah. So I go into my office around 10 o'clock in the morning. So after I've done the family stuff, my meditation time, I check up on everybody, and the breakfast and all of that. Then I get into my office around 10 o'clock, right? Yeah. And then when I get there, now I'm so focused because I've already have what I need to do at 10. Now, you have got to decide what you need to begin with in your space, in your business. Some people like to start checking their emails. I was told that that's a bad thing. You might want to do some income producing activities on the get on the in the beginning, because you can sit there. If you're like me, you get tons and tons of email, and it's not only one email box. It's like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4. You got messages in your text messages, in your messages. You got messages in Messenger. You got the business suite. Is all those messages. You might want to leave that when but depends on your business, depends on what moves your business. Maybe those emails are important, and check that maybe orders are coming in through that. We don't know. So let's figure out how you want to organize your business, regardless of what are you going to do. Is that on a given day all the things that you have to do. Got to make a list, sit down, put them into that day, between your whatever time is your day, whatever time your day starts and whatever time your day ends. Make sure you take time for breaks, lunchtime or tea time or time with the family, whatever. We've got to set it up. If we don't set it up right, then we're going to miss some things, or we're going to feel like, oh my goodness, I haven't accomplished anything. So remember now, it doesn't have to be an hour long for some task. It's activities. So we've got to take care of the business. So you got to do your Facebook, you do your Instagram, you do your TikTok, you got to write your posts, you got to create your content. That's for the business. You got to do your networking, you got to get into your groups, you got to talk to your friends, you got to respond. That's for the business. Now you got the family, you got to make dinner, do the laundry, whatever, maybe pick up the medication. Who knows? All kinds of stuff. You got to fit them in and give yourself enough time. Of course, break, to get yourself some breaks so you can, get some fresh air, maybe walk around, whatever it is, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So break them down into 30 minutes or 20 minutes, depend on the task you're doing. Caution, do not make them too wide in terms of, don't do 2-hour slots, because at 1 hour you're going to be going like this, all depend on what you're doing, and you're going to be like, oh, tired. So you want to make sure that you're slicing them so thin that you can knock it off like this, knock it off like this. Yeah, you can get it done real quick and move to the next. And so, hey, Robin, you can never find your StreamYard link. I'm sorry. Hey, yeah. So you can, that's okay. I got you. So, yeah, so you can organize yourself now because it can become extremely overwhelming when you have so many little things to do. If you don't make a list, if you don't get them in a kind of a schedule, organize every day. Some things are going to be like every day you're going to do this particular thing. Some things you might just do once per week. Some things is going to be like every other day. Some things are going to be like every other week. Some things, you know what? Every 5 hours. It all depends on what you have to do. You got to put it down on paper. Set it up on your Google Calendar. Set it up and get your notification. Get your spreadsheet and set it up. I'm telling you, my friends, it is so helpful. It is very effective and it is very efficient for your business. Even if you're not doing business in your regular everyday life, I'm telling you, you will forget things. Have you ever gone to the supermarket and forgot your list? Have you ever gone to the supermarket and forgot your list? You make your list, all these things. You gone to the supermarket and when you come back, you're like, oh, the main thing I went there for, I came back without it. Did not take my list. It's just like that. Because sometimes you know what you have to do, and the poor head is hard at work. Because you got to answer the telephones, you got to listen to the child or the children. You got to talk with the family member, and the emergencies come, and so on and so forth. When you have stuff on paper or in your calendar, in your spreadsheet, you can quickly go back there and see where you left off. It's very, very simple. So you know what your time slots are: 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, whatever that is. You set it up so you don't become overwhelmed. There are some things that can wait for the next day. There are some things that you don't have to do until the weekend. There are some, so you know exactly what you have to do. So you set it up. I'm telling you, my friends, go ahead and try it. It's very, very helpful because, for one, you won't forget the things that you need to do. For two, you have a time limit. And I bought a timer. I don't even know where it's at. I have a timer because I had to start practice using the timer to keep me on track. Oh my goodness, I would get caught up in on this one particular activity and it was just consuming me. Have you ever like doing something and it's like knocking your nerves? It's like you can't get through it and you just can't get, you're not letting it go. You got to get this thing done, but this is going to be a hard time. And you end up spending so much time on that and forget about, but if you have your DMO, then you know that task was supposed to only take 20 minutes. So if you spend 2 hours on that, something else is suffering over there. If you know that you spent the 20 minutes on that task and it is incomplete, then when you make you can adjust your DMO to say, okay, maybe I need to split that up in two 15 minutes intervals. 15 minutes here where I can get this part done, 15 minutes there, and I can get that part done. Yeah. So it allows you to evaluate at the end of a day or whenever, at the end of a week, a couple of days, see where you need to make adjustments in terms of time. Maybe some task, by the time you're ready to do it, you'll be like going like this. Oh, so tired. No. So you need more energy. So you might want to move those tasks when you have higher energy levels, maybe in the morning or in the afternoon, depending on where your energy level falls. See where I'm going? So because some time of the day you are going to feel tired. You're human now. Don't even forget. And so you want to schedule your task. depending on your energy level, depending on how much work you got to put in, how much concentration you got to give, how much brain food you need. Drink a lot of water and keep that going. Because then you're going to be like, oh, I'm really too tired right now. I can't get this done. Can't have that. Nope. You have got to plug through, plow through, and get what you have on your DMO done. So if you're packing it too much, then you need to adjust, shift some things around. And so, you have a window. A lot of times, as an entrepreneur, you really don't even have a window. Sometimes you work until the work gets done, right? We understand that. But at the same time, we have to remember that we want to be efficient and we want to be effective in what we do. So we know 24 hours, 365 days is not going to work. It's very soon. Your body will start speaking to you and be like, oh, you start treating yourself, not eating and not, exercising and no social time. Yeah, that's no, you got to work it in. Those things, we need to have those times. We need to spend time with family. And even if you don't have any family, and you just by yourself, you need to have your me time. Yes, that's important too. Because the body needs to be replenished. The brain needs to get a little rest sometimes. And you just need to check in with yourself. So, your DMO, my friends, your daily method of operation is very efficient, very effective. And a lot of us use it. A lot of business owners use it. A lot of entrepreneurs use it. They might not have it all posted in a place, but they have it there electronically, or they have it somewhere. Have you ever walked it? Well, I've worked in places before that we build a schedule. Yeah, we build a schedule, but we build a schedule: one, people coming to work within a certain window; two, and what they actually have to do. They will have a job description, right? Now, the job description doesn't tell you like a particular order. It just tell you have all of these tasks to do. Then further on, you have a schedule. Within this time, you have A, B, C, D to do. Now, as an adult, you on the job, you have the ability now to say, okay, depending on what it is, to say, okay, how am I going to navigate this now so I can get all these things done within this window? Yeah, when you go to the job, you're trading your time for money. And you're not, they're not playing with you on that job. They need a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. Now, what's the difference when you come home to your hustle, your side, whatever you want to call it? You're a business owner now. You're in this business for yourself. And so you're a soulpreneur, or you have your LLC, or you're starting up a business, whatever it is, you're in partnership. Now that's a brand new game, but it takes on the same elements. You walked into the job, you check your time in, are you here, or whatever it is, sign your name. You have a window, 6 till 4, or 6 till 3, or 7 till 3, whatever that your 8 hour, your 9 hour, your 10 hour shift, or 12, whatever. You have that window. Now there's some things for you to do within that time frame. Yes, and you know what it is. When you go, you have your orientation, and you have your time that you could ask questions, and you have your time with the supervisor and all that good stuff. All that trend, all that is in preparation. That, okay, well, after the 2 weeks orientation, after the 2 weeks on the job, becoming acclimated with this stuff, you're on your own. The expectation is that those things get done before your 3 o'clock and you punch that clock and leave. Now, if you don't finish that, depends on which environment you're working in. Some things just can't be finished, but some things, but there's expectation everywhere. So put expectations on yourself. Build expectations in your day to know that you have this awesome business, this awesome opportunity that you have invested in. Yes, you have, and you want it to thrive. You want to have success. You want to take it to the next level. You want to build up your empire. Yes, you. So it takes a lot of talk about grit and grind. Yes, it takes that, and it takes way more. So building your daily method of operation is one way that can help you. That's a simple strategy that can help you to eliminate the overwhelm, get yourself organized, and get your activities done within the time that you have. So, if you know you have 15 minutes, why would you schedule something? Excuse me, why would you schedule something that takes half an hour? No. So, you got to be smart in doing this. Excuse me. So, you got to be smart in doing this, right? So, you have, oh my goodness, you have these little time slots. Pray for me, allergies are killing me. You have these little time slots, and then you set it up. All right. So wherever you are, I gotta get me some water. Wherever you are, I'm not advertising now, but I gotta get me a little water. Wherever you are on this big blue marble, wherever you are in your business, whatever stage of the game you're at, you can employ this strategy. Before I knew how anything about this, of course, we used to work on a schedule and we used to do all the things, but never looked at it from operating my own business and doing that too. You're operating your own business, you just jump in and you do this, you do that. Sooner or later, you realize that some things are missing. You're not getting enough done, or you get, you just be like stuck. This is one thing that can help you to get out of that stuck position, get some things done, and look like a cool kid, look smart. Because people are gonna be like, oh, how do you get so much done? And have all, yeah, because you're smart. Huh? You employed this strategy. All right, my friends. Well, today was your Monday's mindset. I'm setting you up now for success. Remember now, we're on the final stretch of the year 2022. Where has time gone? Oh my goodness. It's just about time to start Christmas shopping. That's another day. All right. So I will see you on Wednesday when we have social media strategies, and on Friday when we have more social media strategies. So, what I want you to do now, what I would suggest that you do now, is to sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, and set up your DMO. Put it into action. Take action, okay? Continue to follow me here at Yvette Garel online, where I give all these social media strategies and tips all day long. We talk about mindset, how to build out, get your business like moving from one level to another, but how to build out your DMO so that you can be more effective. You can look like the cool kid, you can be smart, and you can help someone else, help your team members, teach it to your team members. If your upline is not doing it, bring it to their attention too. This is very good. And then you can get to have time with your family. We talk about time freedom, personal freedom, and all the free. Yeah. So this is how we can create some time freedom and some personal freedom. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I like my me time. Yeah, I like my time when I can sit down and do whatever I want to do in that particular time. So I use this strategy, building out my DMO, and it has been very effective for me. All right, my friends, I will see you. And remember now that you can always grab your ebook at Yvette Guerrero online /MF book. That's the Attraction Marketing Formula book, which has, you can glean some insights from that as well. All right. I will see you on Wednesday. Take care. And thank you so much, Miss Robin, for upping by. You better find that link on StreamYard. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.